The lights exploded, the crowd screamed, and Zhao Lusi owned the DPARTY Macau stage. But what the cameras didn't show was even more powerful. Behind the cheers, behind the viral moments, someone was standing quietly in the shadows. Tonight, the truth is finally revealed. Liu Yuning was there, and his silent support changed everything. Macau was glowing that night. DPARTY wasn't just another concert. It was a battlefield of emotions, expectations, and global attention. Thousands of fans flooded the venue, carrying light sticks like stars in their hands, hearts pounding in sync with the music waiting to begin. When Zhao Lusi's name echoed across the arena, the reaction was instant and explosive. Screams, tears, goosebumps. She stepped onto the stage not just as a guest, but as a presence powerful enough to command the night. Her posture was confident. Her smile was calm but electric. And from the very first note, it was clear. This was not an ordinary performance. Standing beside Dylan Wang, Zhao Lusi delivered a stage filled with harmony and control. Their interaction was warm, professional, perfectly balanced. No excess, no awkwardness. Just two stars sharing a moment that felt both grand and intimate. The audience felt it. Social media felt it. Every second was being recorded, reposted, and replayed in real time. But while millions focused on what was happening under the spotlight, no one noticed what was happening behind it. Because somewhere away from the cameras, someone was watching with quiet intensity. And that unseen presence would soon become the emotional core of this entire story. Zhao Lusi moved across the stage with ease, but those who know her journey understood. This confidence didn't come from nowhere. The pressure on her shoulders that night was immense. An international stage. A massive live audience. Endless online scrutiny. Every smile had weight. Every note carried expectation. Yet she didn't falter. Her voice was steady. Her expressions were sincere. And her connection with the crowd felt deeply personal. As Dylan Wang matched her energy, the atmosphere shifted from excitement to emotional immersion. Fans weren't just watching a performance. They were witnessing a moment that felt carefully protected, almost sacred. Clips from the stage began trending within minutes. Comments flooded in. She looks different tonight. She's glowing. There's something calm about her. What fans didn't realize yet was this. Zhao Lusi wasn't standing alone emotionally. Before the show, during the tension, even as the music thundered through the arena, she was carrying silent reassurance with her. Messages of encouragement. Gentle reminders to breathe. Words that didn't need to be loud to be powerful. And the source of that strength was Liu Yuning. Still unseen. Still unannounced. But very real. The truth didn't explode. It didn't arrive with headlines or flashing cameras. It surfaced slowly, quietly, almost respectfully. Fans didn't learn about Liu Yuning's presence through official statements. They sensed it. A post that felt too heartfelt to be random. Words carefully chosen, emotionally timed, and unmistakably warm. No names mentioned. No explanations offered. And yet, everyone understood. Behind the roaring crowd and thunderous applause, Liu Yuning was there. Not to be seen. Not to be photographed. But to support. According to sources close to the situation, his presence had been steady and intentional. Before the concert, he reached out with words meant to calm, not pressure. He reminded Zhao Lusi that the stage was hers, not a test, not a battlefield. Just a place to breathe, to feel, to exist as herself. During the performance, while the world watched Zhao Lusi shine beside Dylan Wang, Liu Yuning remained exactly where he chose to be. Out of sight, but emotionally present. In an industry where visibility often defines value, his choice was striking. He didn't attach himself to the moment. He didn't claim space that wasn't his. He allowed Zhao Lusi to own the night completely. And in doing so, he redefined what real support looks like. Quiet, grounded, and deeply respectful. When fans finally connected the dots, the reaction was not chaos. It was emotion. Across platforms, messages shifted in tone. Instead of speculation, there was appreciation. Instead of conflict, there was understanding. Many fans described feeling unexpectedly moved. Not because of drama, but because of maturity. They praised Liu Yuning's restraint, his emotional intelligence, his ability to support without turning the moment into a narrative about himself. In contrast to the constant noise of celebrity culture, this story felt rare. It reminded fans that strength doesn't always shout. Sometimes, it listens. As viewers revisited Zhao Lusi's performance, subtle details took on new meaning. The calm in her eyes, the confidence in her posture, the way she seemed fully present, unburdened by fear. Support like that doesn't erase pressure. It makes pressure bearable. Media coverage followed, but with a different tone. This wasn't framed as controversy. It was framed as connection. Articles highlighted the emotional layer behind the spectacle. Commentators spoke about trust, professionalism, and mutual respect. And audiences across cultures resonated with it. Because the story felt human. Not staged. Not exaggerated. Just real. DPARTY Macau will always be remembered for its dazzling production and viral performances. But for many fans, its true legacy lies beneath the surface. It became a reminder that behind every powerful moment on stage is something invisible, but essential. Zhao Lusi didn't just perform that night. She inhabited the stage, with confidence rooted not only in talent, but in emotional safety. Dylan Wang's professionalism added balance and harmony, creating a stage defined by mutual respect rather than competition. And Liu Yuning, without stepping into the spotlight, became part of the foundation that made that moment possible. He didn't seek recognition. He didn't rewrite the narrative. He simply showed up in the way that mattered most. For fans, this story lingers not because it was dramatic, but because it was gentle. In a world addicted to noise, this was a quiet act that carried weight. As clips from DPARTY Macau continue to circulate, fans aren't just replaying a performance. They are remembering a feeling that says, real support doesn't demand attention. Real strength doesn't compete for light. And sometimes, the most powerful presence is the one that stands silently behind you, making sure you never stand alone.